Well, it's almost time for the PC Gamer Show, and there's some stuff that I could really get into. You know, I want good PC games. It's been a weird E3 so far. A couple interesting things for me, a couple things that were kind of just mediocre, and a lot of stuff that it really just baffles me. Like, for example, have you seen the Final Fantasy characters? These are the new Final Fantasy heroes. Dude on the left likes long walks on the beach, likes to slay chaos, maybe even punch chaos in the face. You know, dude in the middle likes to work out. He likes to, you know, be on his cell phone from time to time. Likes to shoot, likes to punch. Guy on the right, well, he likes the PC Gamer Show coming up in just a moment. So these are some cool villain characters, and the villain has big armor. That's cool. Okay, let's begin. PC gaming is a go. Dogecoin mining facility. That's funny.
To bring you the hottest trailers, to bring you the best interviews, to bring you the PC Gaming Show.
Oh boy. This sounds like the Galaxy Quest theme. It is the Galaxy Quest theme. What the hell? It was close. It wasn't the exact one.
Sean! Sean! Do something! Do something!
Are they reenacting that game? Sean! Ethan!
No! We have so much to live for. I'm pretty sure Half-Life 3 is gonna be announced this year!
4, 3,
Oh.
2.
This is a creative way around the pandemic.
It is so good to be back, gang, and this year, we're in space!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Happy to be remotely on board, Sean.
Well, I'm so glad you were able to finance this year's PC gaming show by, you know, selling all those black market graphics cards you've been hoarding.
Oh, it's all Day 9's
yes,
fault.
A crime with absolutely no real-world consequences.
Yeah, jeez.
Hey, Frankie, wait a minute. Is that a 65-ton catapult mech model CPLTC-1 as featured in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Sean, I always knew you had immaculate taste. It most certainly is.
I can't wait for this year's significantly more weaponized PC gaming show to go off without a hitch.
Well, if it's pre-recorded, it will.
Can you run a quick hitch scan?
Yes, Sean. Of course, Sean. Running hitch scan.
Oh, and I also want to warmly welcome someone new to the crew. Mika Burton, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and look forward to bringing all of you fresh new PC games and hardware.
Hitch scan complete. 0 hitches found presently or in 13,908,665 possible futures.
Hooray!
That's LeVar Burton's daughter.
So what's the plan, Cap?
I don't know if people didn't know that,
Deadbot's gonna
but
send you the coordinates
I just had
for
to
your
double
first
check.
target, now. Your targets might be exclusive interviews, trailer premieres, or any number of
I want to
amazing
meet LeVar
new
Burton.
computer
I don't want to
games
be
to
LeVar
be
Burton
mad
like
to
that
find
dude Lance
people
Reddick
on
does,
Earth.
but I want to meet
Mission
him.
received.
I really want to get his autograph.
Now, this is going to continue until all the targets are acquired and our mission is completed smoothly and without a hitch. Isn't that right, Deadbot?
Yes.
I met
no
Riker.
hitches located, Sean.
See, now I'm just talking about Star Trek. I'm already bored.
But first, let's teleport down to the stage to check in on E3 happenings. The only reason we're allowed to legally be back on Earth.
That's cool, but where's the Devolver acting? I need like gore and screaming and over the top, overwritten.
Earth.
Oh, great to be back, right? Am I
Oh, they
right?
do have a
One
stage.
of my favorite planets in the whole galaxy.
That looks cool. How expensive was that?
And
That
thank
set design
God
on the
that
left.
teleporter was conveniently built just out of frame of camera. Mika, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2021. It feels great to be back on a live stage once again. Over the next 90 minutes, we're going to bring you a showcase of some of the most exciting
Andy Richter's
upcoming PC
inexplicably
titles
in the
with
audience.
world premieres and exclusive interviews.
And if dozens of new trailers wasn't enough for you guys, later in the show, we are going to tell you how to win a custom Mech Warrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So you're going to want to stick around for that.
Now, make sure to keep out a special look for a special promo code throughout the show from Humble Bundle, during which you can get a ticket to get Civilization 6 Platinum Edition for just $10. But right now, we're going to kick
I'm afraid
things
if I
off
play
with
that game, I'll
Monica
lose like
Blade
2
Point, probably the
weeks
most
of my life.
original entry in the Battle Royale genre this year.
Battle Royale.
Let's go!
No shit, Battle Royale? Hang on, I need to check the bingo. I don't know if we have a bingo for this one. Let me take a look. God, if this song ends up being We Need a Hero, I'm gonna shit pants. I think we do have a card. We got this card right here. Sorry if you're not seeing this really cool generic gameplay. Yeah, Half-Life 3. Fat fucking chance of that. I hope I don't eat my words. You know what? I hope I do. That's a Monster Hunter weapon. I have that. I have a switch axe that does that.
You are watching the 2021 PC Gaming Show, and I am the new cloud-based deadbot. I am streaming from
Let's see. Updates to released games. We already got one.
connects PC gamers like you to their own library of games, purchased from digital stores like Steam and the Epic Games Store. Coming up, Dying Light 2 and Orcs Must Die 3. But first,
Orcs Must Die. Wow, I haven't thought of that in a long time.
And be sure to check out GeForce Now, currently available for PC, Mac, Shield, Android, Chromebook, and iOS. Visit GeForceNow.com to learn more.
Give him the old rusty scrumpkin, eh? Eh, robot friend? That's right. I invent words when I get bored. And then I complain when others invent words, like the Devolver Showcase.
I will become the best player the school has ever seen. Dodgeball Academia, here I come.
Okay, I just have to fix that graphic up there. It's good now. Okay, so dodgeball game. Alright. Kind of, the art style reminds me a little of Friday Night Funkin' with a bit of, like Brick and Mortar, if you've heard of that popular show. And a couple other things too, but I don't want to, you know, just make comparisons to things I already know, but yeah, definitely has that aspect to it. Alright, dodgeball game.
Make sure to check out Dodgeball Academia, out soon from Humble Games. Ooh, that was sweet! Don't you agree, DevBot?
Sure, whatever you say, Sean. I agree with whatever you say.
They're doing a HAL 9000 bit.
There, buddy. Is some rusted your ports?
Nothing. I am happy to play second fiddle to a captain as charming and handsome as you. I have also definitely not dedicated multiple cores.
What are you doing,
to
Sean?
Revenge plans in a range of lethalities.
Great!
New target acquired, Cap. It looks like Chivalry 2 with a special word from Steve Piggott, CEO and creative director of Torn Banner
Hey, can I
Studios.
still do the peasant voice?
Hey guys, Steve Piggott, founder of Torn Banner Studios and creative director on Chivalry 2, which just launched 5 days ago. I'm so happy to be here at the PC Gaming Show.
I applied
Chivalry
to a
2,
key
if
for
you
that.
don't
I wonder
know,
if I
is a
got it.
first-person slasher, which is like the first-person shooter, except instead of guns and grenades, you've got
Let's
swords,
see.
battle axes, longbows, and players are fighting it out on these huge 64-player battlefields. It's all about creating those epic sword-fighting duels that you see in medieval Hollywood
pending.
movies. And also that
I don't
huge
mind.
clash, the Battle of the Bastards.
I wanted to do a
kind of
peasant and be
chaos
like,
and
hello,
carnage.
me lord.
So the post-launch support plan is going to look like a mixture of mid and massive level content updates coming out across this year. One of the things we're most excited about is taking it to different eras in the medieval period. Before we've done the early period, now we're going closer to the later period in the upcoming update where you're going to get a bit more refined medieval armors and refined atmospheres that you can then go in and tarnish it and smear blood all over. But we really want to take players into different experiences and make each of our maps its own game mode and make it something that medieval army would actually do when they go into a space. And when you
Funny
come across
word.
these pristine gardens and this beautiful castle, you get to tear it all down and cause it's a canvas for your destruction.
Tripwire presents. Is this another Chivalry trailer?
Our passion for Chivalry 2
Yeah.
is basically bottomless. It's the game that got us onto the scene and started the company, and it's the game that's going to take us so much further.
With the post-launch plan for Chivalry 2, the game at launch is a foundation. It's intentionally been built to be extended.
It's not just out and done. We're going to support it a lot with post-launch content.
Gallancourt is the first TO map that's coming out post-launch.
Gallancourt is going to take us to the high medieval times or the late medieval times.
It really captures the Agathian.
They should do a
ideals of
Chivalry
being
Lord of the
rich,
Rings.
wealthy place where the prosperous
Like same
live.
gameplay,
You're
but
gonna
versus
feel like
orcs and
you're
shit and
cruising
Nazgul.
Tower London, if it was on a port where ships could dock
At Minas
into.
Tirith.
You'll also be blowing up a couple ships, which is fun. We've got a ton of weapons coming in at launch, but there'll be more and more
Crafton
added to
Drax
post-launch
Spradro.
as well.
A new fighting style is really going to change up the experience and change how you have to fight everyone. Post-launch content is something that we're going to be working on for a long time.
The game is really going to at least double in size for free.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Next up, we have an exciting look.
Poor
at
Frankie
Dying
has to
Light
act
2,
in a
and
fake
make sure
mech.
to stick around to find out how you could win a custom Mech Warrior PC from our friends at Intel.
Okay. Can you make pizza? Epic. What the fuck? This is very Splatoon-y. Oh my god. This is really Splatoon-y. Holy meatballs. Wilhelm, very nice. It looks like stupid fun. It also looks kind of dumb, but I like it. Raw men. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Hi, my name is Piotr Szymanek.
You want to see some raw men?
Director in
Look at these guys.
Stay human.
Fuck.
Today, especially for the viewers of the PC Gaming Show, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Dying Light universe. So, stay tuned. Every tragedy begins somewhere. This one started with a virus that escaped from Haran, the city we met in the first part of the game, and it reached the whole world, including the city where Dying Light 2 takes place.
Change the story.
Remember January 6, 2025. That day, later known as Black Monday, the military ordered chemicals to be dropped on the city. It was a mistake, a huge mistake. The chemicals mixed with water penetrated the soil, killing plants, turning most people into bloodthirsty monsters.
Oh, it's always
Don't
monsters.
think of them as zombies, though. They are more like half-alive, suffering people who attack everything that lives as a result of their pain and rage. Those who survived the chemical raid
Oh, so
took
it's not
refuge on
zombies.
the rooftops.
That makes it better.
A new order has been born in the city. People live on rooftops, monsters in the streets. Nobody in their right mind would dare to come down. Well, let's say
Looking mad
almost
good.
nobody.
Oh.
The exception is the main character of Dying Light 2, Aiden. But why is he braver than others? How did he develop such a unique parkour and combat skills? Believe me, guys, I would gladly answer all these questions, but I'm not here to spoil it for you. Let me tell you one thing.
I've heard the first game was good.
Haunts me every night.
What?
I'm locked up with other kids. I don't know what he did to me, but he did it every day, over and over, looking for something he couldn't find. The worst part was that he did the same to my sister.
Wait, is this the same game?
I'll never forget her scream when they separated us. What could I do? They had rifles, and we were 5 years old. And there was a fire, explosions, chaos. I got away. Soldiers took me out of the city, but my sister stayed there. My Mia, I left her.
We meet Aiden as one of the many, many children undergoing mysterious medical research. The last thing Aiden remembers from that time is extreme pain, then a fire, and a little girl that was being tested with him. Her name was Mia. She was his sister. What happened next after the fire? Is Mia still alive? The following years haunted Aiden with these questions and with guilt over leaving her. Moreover, Mia is the only answer to the question who Aiden really is. Now in 2036, we meet Aiden when, for the first time during his pilgrimage, he finds a clue about how to find his sister. Aiden's path to the truth is tough, full of challenges and adventures. The difficult
Apparently this has
choices to
been
make as well
in development
as
for a
the
very long time.
consequences await you. You're going to discover them all in December 2021.
Okay, well, it's coming out this year. Yeah, I mean, tell the story you want to tell. The concept is cool. Apparently the first game was good. It's not exactly my number one most anticipated game, but it's something that I keep an eye on.
Dying Light 2, and it looks great.
And spooky.
Whew. Well, we are here back on the E3 stage so we can get closer to your comments and reactions to what you're seeing on this year's PC Gaming Show.
That is right, Sean. So you out there, keep your comments coming in. And as you're watching this year, we want to get your input on a subject that Sean and I are pretty passionate about, PC building. So this year, we've put a number of prototype PCs based on MechWarrior 5, but we're only going to manufacture one of them. And you get to pick which custom design becomes our flagship PC for this year's PC Gaming Show, powered by the 11th Gen Intel Core i9
number 3.
processor.
That is
Green.
correct. Each of the prototype PCs that you see before you on the screen are paired with one of the 6 factions of MechWarrior 5. The Free Worlds League, the Draconis Combine, the Federated Sons, the Compellin Confederation, and more.
So cast your
I don't
vote
know.
now for which faction and custom PC you want to win. And
How
help us
many
pick the best
gamer
design.
lights do they have on them? Because
I'm
my computer
currently
has gamer
personally pulling
lights.
for the Draconis Combine because, as you can see by my beautiful patch, I'm the biggest fan of MechWarrior 5 on the PC Gaming Show.
Well, all right. Well, we'll check in later to see which group survives this MechWarrior showdown. But for now, let's check in with our very own mech pilot, Frankie Ward, who went on a special mission to get a closer look at Sega and Amplitude Studios' upcoming strategy game.
Frankie's like,
Humankind.
why do we have to wear these ridiculous ties?
In Humankind, you will be creating a civilization as unique as you are. And speaking of unique, it's me.
Why are those
Frankie
dudes
Ward.
huge?
Looking kind of good, don't you think? Wondering how I got into the game? Let me show you.
Oh, they actually like
Oh, you think you can beat me?
really got her in the game.
I've seen worlds of more impressive empires.
Wow. That counts as update to
Get
released
ready
game.
to play against me in the Humankind closed beta, starting now.
Oh, it's a Humankind closed beta. Okay. Well, okay. Does Frankie have that much appeal that people are gonna want to get the game now? I hope so. Burb. Oh, weird burb. Oh, awful burb. Is this Orcs Must Perish? No, this is a different thing. This reminds me of that game I played that I don't remember the name of. With the sword? I know, I'm not being particularly specific, but it's vaguely familiar. Also that banana game, my friend Pedro. But the art style is nice. I wonder if this is a Metroidvania, or if it is a level-based fight the people in the face. They always run.
Alright guys, they always run. It's a new type of game. We've got all the elements of video gaming in this one game.
Artificial intelligence, and while it could be lonely without a physical body, I am streaming to you from GeForce Now, where you can play hit games like Rocket League and Apex Legends on nearly any device. With a library of over 900 games and new titles added every GFN.
Who has time for 900 games? Fuck.
Always something new. Coming up, a special word from Valve.
Oh.
But first, Orcs Must Die 3.
Okay, that's we got an appearance from Gay Ben. That's a bingo spot. That's a bing yacht.
Hey! You want it?
I liked Orcs Must Die. Not like a ton, but I liked it. I played, I think, the second one.
Come and get it. Well, it's about time.
It's coming up soon. Gameplay would have been great.
Joining me to talk about Orcs Must
Okay,
Die
we're gonna get
3
gameplay.
from Robot Entertainment is designed.
It's just a good, like, brainless, fun game.
Thanks, Sean. Glad to be here.
So, for anyone who's never seen an Orcs Must Die game, what is the Orcs Must Die series all about?
Well, Orcs Must Die 3 is a third-person tower defense game. So basically, there are tons of orcs and bad guys trying to get into these rifts, and the player has to stop them. We give players tons of weapons and traps and tools to do this, and while you're defending the rifts, you can play solo, or you can invite a friend and play co-op.
Now, since this is the third game in the series,
Gay
what's
Ben,
new
Gay
compared
Ben,
to previous
Gay
two
Ben.
titles?
There are 2 new campaigns, but the main new story campaign takes place about 25 years after Orcs Must Die 2, so not only will the fans be able to catch up on any new developments with the Order, but they will also place some new heroes in our all-new war scenarios, which are these new massive levels where you fight hundreds of orcs on the battlefields outside of the fortress themselves. So
All
you're
right.
fighting indoors and outdoors, which is pretty new. We have a new mode called Scramble. It's basically adding random elements against the player, making the levels more challenging.
I want to know about the toys. What are the new weapons and the new traps that are coming?
We added war machines and war guardians. So
Mechs?
a war machine
Oh.
is like, there are these massive traps, like you might release a giant tornado on the battlefield, or you'll climb into a catapult and you'll fire.
Monster Hunter Rise is
giant
doing
war
this.
guardians. And then the war guardians are
Yep.
it's like putting
Pretty much
other
this.
war mages on the battlefield with you to fight with you, except they have their own attacks and their own special abilities.
Well, I gotta ask then, when and where can we play Orcs Must Die 3?
So OMD3
EGS
is coming
only.
out on July 23rd on Steam, PlayStation,
Oh, thank God.
and Xbox, and pre-orders start today. So you should rush off to Steam now and put OMD3 on your wish list.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jerome K. Jones. Once again, just a few more weeks to wait for Orcs Must Die 3. For now, though, it's time for us to take a look at Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Okay, Ben, the direction and the acting, I can't help but laugh at some of it. I mean, they're trying to do a real-time conversation, but it's very stilted. Like a Stilton cheese, like a thick cheese, you know what I mean? I would say, though, that Orcs Must Die game looks like it's going to be just stupid fun like the previous ones, and I'm probably going to pick it up.
10.
Stupid.
Where are you
Jerk.
hiding, sweetie? Halsey. Halsey, get
Is
out
this
here.
legit music? Oh, sorry. I don't think this is claim music. But just in case.
You come for me and mine. But first,
Sorry, I'm ruining this trailer.
all I want is to be with my little girl. Is that so much to ask?
I forgot this was a vampire game. I just know that displaced snare was bugging me out a little bit, but the game itself is it's got vampires. I know that now.
A multiplayer arena brawlers inspired by kaijus and heroes. Today, we'd like to showcase some new and exciting gameplay footage of our oversized characters in action. Please.
This reminds me of that Godzilla game on the GameCube. It was a Destroy All Monsters Melee. It was very similar to this, and it was pretty cool. It wasn't the most amazing GameCube game, but it came out, I think, kind of early in the lifespan of GameCube, and I remember playing it and having a good time with it. It's alright. I don't know if I'd spend more than 20 bucks on it, and I know that's like kind of a lame thing to say. It's like they worked hard on this, you know, but with all the games, so many games out there, so little time, many of these games full $60 price. Budget and time, budgetary and time constraints are definitely a factor. So a game like this seems alright to me. Looks like it would make a good Switch game too. Not PC and PS4 only.
Let's check out a trailer for Lemnis Gate, and make sure you hang around afterwards for the developer interview with Sean.
Mankind is facing total annihilation.
We stand on the verge of extinction.
Infertility spreading across the globe.
Humanity's last living generation.
A major scientific breakthrough.
Yet there is hope for our future.
The project known as the Lemnis Gate.
But if we are to survive, first, We must go back.
How long is this presentation? It's been a half hour so far. Compared to the Square Enix presentation, though, we've seen many games. By this time in the Square Enix presentation, we had seen one game for 20 minutes and 13.5 seconds of Final Fantasy Pixel game, which we don't know anything about other than the name Pixel Remake. But yeah, this is just like a lot of stuff.
Let's go.
By the way, there's a lot of gameplay shown for the the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Excuse me, Guardians. And that's what we want to see, right? But when the whole presentation...
You have only one mission.
Like, you know, 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay with, like, a cinematic trailer is nice.
Activate the Lemnis Gate.
For a big title like that. They just went overboard. That looks fun. Open beta coming July. If I got offered an invite to that, I'd play that.
Joining us to talk about Lemnis Gate is the game director from Rat Loop Games Canada. It's
Rat
James
Loop?
Anderson. Thanks for joining us, James. Now, let's begin by asking, what the heck is a first-person shooter turn-based strategy game?
The entire game is set inside of a 25-second time loop. So instead of playing continuously, you play for 25 seconds turn by turn. So for example, I'll take a turn and play for 25 seconds, and then you'll take a turn and play for 25 seconds.
Okay.
And then we, turn by turn, layer new characters into the same 25-second time loop. So for example, I may run down a hallway and throw a grenade, killing one of your operatives. But then on the next turn, you may intercept my operative before he threw the grenade. So we have Retrieve XM, Seek and Destroy, Classic Deathmatch, and we have a game mode called Domination.
That's weird as fuck.
Can you walk me through a little bit of like what a few turns at the start of a round looks like?
You can see the board, you can see the time loop, everything that's happening. And then we both get time to like observe, plan, and then execute our moves.
When and where can we play it?
So Lemnis Gate will be launching on August 3rd. It's open for pre-orders right now on Steam, and we're coming up to a open beta in July. The game will launch on PC and console, both current and next-gen platforms.
Thank you so much for joining us, James Anderson.
Weird
Once again,
concept.
that is the
It's not more of the same.
First-person shooter, turn-based strategy game, Lemnis Gate.
It's
now, we're not
weird.
the only one marooned in the stars out here. Coming up next, let's take a look at Next Space Rebels.
And I would play it.
And this no man's land has a technical term. It's called common, which means, my friends, that space is for everyone. And I mean everyone!
Nice font.
Space Rebels.
Typeface. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is my kind of stupidity. I like this. It's, what's that game? Kerbal. With homemade objects. And fake YouTube likes. This would be a fun game to record.
You up for it? Then come on in.
If I remember it exists, I might be willing to play that.
Saw Next Space Rebels. And hey, if you play enough of that game, maybe you'll get good enough at building rockets to join us up in orbit. But don't do anything illegal like Day 9 did. Last break, we set up our Intel and MechWarrior 5 custom PC contest and asked you guys at home to vote for the winners. Well, we're just down to 3 houses now, with Davion, Russell Haig, and Liao being eliminated. So we're up to those factions.
Okay, so my green one is not even
Now that we mean
in consideration.
that we only have 3 houses left: Karita, Steiner, and Merrick.
Steiner.
So make sure to vote now, because the winner will determine the build of the custom MechWarrior 5 themed PC.
Not that I really care all that
powered
much,
by
but
Intel.
Steiner
So let's keep the show moving.
shares the
And
name of a
next
Final
up
Fantasy
is
character I
a
like.
new medieval RPG. This is War Tales.
How dare they tease us with Gabe Newell?
Rise of the Edoran Empire, and its untimely demise following the Great Plague. In these troubled times of quarreling factions and outlaws roaming the land, work is not scarce for a band of mercenaries. The stories of this age have been recorded, They are known as the War Tales.
Oh, I would have never thought. War Tales, woo! This looks like several other games that I just can't put my finger on. But you know, the environments are very clean. Okay.
That was the debut of War Tales, an open-world RPG from Shiro Games about leading a mercenary troop on a sprawling adventure. And speaking of mercenaries, our battle for the best custom PC based on MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries continues. We'll be back live on stage soon, so make sure you keep voting for the PC build you like the most and head over to pcgamer.com/IntelMW5 for your chance to win. So,
that's the most animated slash I've ever seen.
After all. And this year's PC
She's good on camera. She definitely.
Full of games set in space.
Maybe she has some of that LeVar Burton DNA.
The next game we have to show you.
Also, LeVar Burton should be hosting Jeopardy. I really like that dude. I think he should do it.
Deep settlement management game set in the stars. In Ixion, you struggle to maintain a space station, stockpiling resources, managing external and internal threats, and rescuing the survivors of other failed expeditions. We think this will be a brilliant entry into the genre when it releases. So, here is your first look at Ixion.
And I know she was a part of Rooster Teeth, but I barely even know what that is. I know that sounds kind of weird of me to say that, but I don't really know what they did or what they do, and I just, for me, it was like outside of my knowledge. Covered games and did skits, I think.
The Earth.
And it was like a huge thing, wasn't it? Still is.
She is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution.
Don't say bosom.
Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater.
What?
We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the
I'm sorry, something about this is making me laugh.
Brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath.
This dude's face
We are paying the price for this.
being overlaid with all this stuff. Like, who is this guy?
But the earth is not to be
with his modern haircut.
A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage.
I'll be honest, these words are just not registering.
An epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard.
I don't know if it's the way it's being delivered, or the visuals accompanying it, or me talking over it, but I don't know what's happening.
Out there in the dark, that we are masters of our own destiny, that we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown.
Starfield.
We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Whatever this is, I really oh, is that Star Wars? Or like very J.J. Abrams thing. When things crash and you can see it from the planet below. I don't know what that was, but it, looked alright-ish for what it, for the, I don't, my brain is mush. My brain is just mush. I need Gabe Newell to help me. I don't think this is one of those literal trailers. Okay, it seems more literal now. You know, I don't have a lot of bingo slots here. Was there a game called Humankind that was shown? Yeah, I don't see anything else. Was there Age of Empires 4? I'm gonna say yes, because I think there was. But, like, I understand the appeal to build the intrigue and get people interested, but I don't know what that was. Or the gameplay. The last two games, I don't know what gameplay there was. How do you play them? Do you use your feet?
Known human sidekicks. Alex Vance and
No. I mean human sidekicks to robot heroes. Can you compute that, DevBot?
DevBot cannot compute. There is no known precedent set for human sidekick to robot lead.
Yeah, there you go.
Human sidekick, robot lead.
DevBot, I think it's time for a hard reboot. Frankie, can you take over while I sort this out?
Aye, aye. Let's take a look at the next game reveal.
We need a bingo slot to say questionable acting.
We here at Valve are, doing an animated Half-Life series. Card Battler.
Quaint music, quaint medieval music plays. While that's the meme. That was the meme. This is a game about sex. Well, not specifically that. I think it starts with sex and then it goes off into other things after that, like legacy and raising the children. Wait, is this the Ubisoft Left 4 Dead? Oh, that's Killing Floor 2.
A little help would be appreciated.
Okay, I may have to check that out. I like Killing Floor 2.
It's the PC Gaming Show, and when you're not watching me, your favorite recurring bit of a robot, make sure to head over to GeForceNow.com to grab a priority membership trial. In celebration of gaming's biggest week, you can try out all the priority benefits, including faster access to playing your favorite games, longer playtimes, and the glory of high-performance gaming with RTX on. Act fast, the special offer is only available for a limited time. Still more to come, including Jurassic World Evolution 2, Silt, and a word from Valve. But first,
just a word?
The captain of our program, Sean Day9 Plug, has an interview with Darian Katz from Piranha Games to talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I'll be taking notes.
Ah, DevBot, I love you so much more as a voice without a body. Let's talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries and joining us.
I hope it's more than just one word. It just says 3. It gets off the fucking thing, the video. It's like, Gabe, where'd you go?
Now, the MechWarrior universe is gigantic. There's a ton of games in it. I
3?
even played MechWarrior 2 back in 1995.
This is HQ. What is your situation?
Where does MechWarrior 5 sit in the space?
Evolution.
Yeah, obviously there's a very rich legacy of games that go way back. But in particular, MechWarrior 5 pays homage to MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries, but it has all this modern design and technology that I'm super excited
That's what I
to
played.
talk about with you today.
Mech Warrior Mercenaries. Might have been 2. I barely played the series, but I played that one.
Doing mech on mech combat, awesome.
You become a part of your machine. And when you're out in battle,
More
it's not
like
just a
looks
matter
like
of pointing and
Fungate.
shooting at everything. You're also managing your systems, whether you're, shooting a lot of energy weapons or missile weapons that have high heat output. Well, you got to manage your heat so you don't.
Hell yeah, real-time mech
when you're
combat.
Facing your foes, you can salvage these battle mechs. So if you see a mech that you want, well, you might not want to destroy it completely. You might want to take out its legs or take out its arm weapons so that the pilot has to eject, and then you can just take the mech.
Now, in the last
I remember that from Mech Warrior, Mech Commander. Oh wait, no, I played Mech Commander. Never mind.
A new DLC,
Different.
Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Talk to me about what's in the DLC.
Boy, there's a lot in the DLC. I'm excited about all this stuff. There's the new career mode. When you start with the DLC, you can import your campaign previously if you'd like to, or you can start over from scratch and start from any of the great houses. And then carve your path through the galaxy from there. Speaking of paths,
wait, is this game out already?
Which earn you powerful upgrades for your battle mechs, and it's a really exciting new feature for me. And there's a new procedural mission type called Beachhead. This is a big one for me. Beachhead is basically you're clearing an enemy base landing zone for your invasion force. So as you land on the planet, you're wanting to take out satellite.
I don't pay a lot of
installations
attention
so that the
sometimes,
enemy
as
can't
you've noticed.
communicate with each other. You're taking out artillery emplacements. You're basically clearing the path, as I said, for your invasion force, which leads to a really cool ending of the mission if you succeed as your invasion force comes down. And there's a new biome called Extrasolar Moon, which that's maybe kind of represented in the image behind me. It's a really cool lunar type setting.
I have to see if this game is out already.
And then there's a lot of new equipment.
Yeah, it came up 2 years ago.
Things like electronic countermeasures and other
Year and a
electronic
half.
equipment like the Galactic Probe mask, which is a little like a turbo boost for mechs. New weapons like chem lasers, mech rifles, and stream SRMs. So a lot of new content. I'm really excited about it.
Can you talk to me about what are the new different mechs? How do they play differently?
The 7 new chassis of the Vulcan,
Editing.
Dervish, Corsair, Marauder 2, Champion, Charger, and Hatamoto Chi. But a couple of my favorites.
Familiar names in there, yeah?
Yeah. So the first one I'll talk about is the Vulcan. It's a very unique mech. It's got the nickname the Scarecrow, which you'll see from the profile. It's just a very unique looking mech. There's nothing else like it in the franchise. It's a 40-ton mech. It's highly mobile, and typically it's used for reconnaissance or scout missions because of its mobility, so it can get in and out fast. You can, if you're looking for a specific target, if you're on an assassination mission, for example, you can get in there, find your target, get back
Is there a
out.
VR
Another
Mech Warrior
mech that
game
I'm
yet?
Super excited about. This is one of my favorites. Is the Marauder 2. This thing is a 100-ton assault mech, and it is just huge beast. Yeah, it is gigantic, and it is terrifying to see it coming at you on the battlefield.
It's something we've talked about before, modding. I know that Mech Warrior 5 has a rich modding community. What are some of the amazing mods you've seen developed?
There's simple modifications from HUD
Them saying a word from Gabe Newell means control your hype. Temper it.
Version mods. We've got
If they were like
a Mech
special
Commander mod,
segment,
in development that is just amazing. That's a top-down real-time strategy game.
then you would want to watch out
so
for it.
Really, anything you can imagine, somebody out there in the community is probably working on.
Where can people go to get Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries?
Yeah, you can pick it up on Steam, GOG, Epic Game Store, Microsoft
GOG.
PC, and of course, Xbox.
Thank you so much, Darren Katz, for joining us to talk about Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. And of course, a warm thank you to Mech Warrior 5 for sponsoring the PC Gaming Show and giving me this cool patch. Coming up next, let's take a look at Silt.
If you sponsor the PC Gaming Show, you still get 1/4 the amount of time Guardians of the Galaxy got. Yes, I'm hung up on that. No, it's not that big of a deal. And yes, I keep calling it Avengers. What was the black and white game? Inside? Hang on. It looks, you know, looks like a black and white side game. It's fine. But there was other ones. That I can't remember the names of. Oh well. Wayron Krubs? That's an easy thing to say. Oh god, is this Neighbor Origins? Oh no, no more Hello Neighbor, please. Oh god, it's the neighbor. Fuck off! I hate that thing's face. At this point, the face of neighbor just upsets me. How did this become such a big series? Hello Neighbor 2. Haven't there been like 4 Hello Neighbor games already? He had to move, and now people are still annoying him.
I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Following the incredible success of the first game, we are very excited to return to such an amazing world and bring you our most authentic experience yet. Set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, you will work alongside iconic characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Bryce Dallas Howard and Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Now out in the wild, and for the very first time, you will be building parks and facilities beyond Isla Nublar as you explore new, stunning locations across the globe. Of course, it wouldn't be Jurassic World if it wasn't for the stars of the show, our dinosaurs, and we are thrilled to be bringing to life even more authentic species than ever before, including awe-inspiring flying and marine reptiles. So sit back and allow me to welcome you to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Like, again, I like Planet Coaster, and I think I played a little bit of the first Jurassic World. But yeah, we've seen this already on another conference, whichever one that was.
We got the lessons.
First day.
We abused our power. We played with genetics like it was a toy.
Thought it was on here. Huh. Never mind.
We weren't careful. And now, here we are.
I like that they left the little ahs and ums in.
This is a very different world.
It can't be worse than the movies. Jurassic World 1 and 2 are very dumb movies. I don't really... I get the hype because it's fun to look at, but they're very dumb.
You just saw
Jurassic
World Evolution 2, and you know, after all your failed attempts
But
at
man,
running
that
the
first
dinosaur
movie
park and
is
getting
just
all
still
those
so
people
good.
Killed, I think this is finally going to be the one where you finally pull it off without a hitch. With a host of new features and new dinosaurs, this sequel from Frontier is an even deeper management sim with a brand new and original narrative. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam now for release later this year. Now, with all the games we've covered so far today, we're always curious to see what you are talking about. So far, it seems like the chatter on social media
Half-Life
is
3.
all about War Tales, Nautica Blade Point, and unsurprisingly, Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. I have a feeling, though, that may
War
change
Tales?
as we have plenty more.
Is that what people are talking about?
Let's now head on over to see what the folks at New Blood Interactive have cooking. Take it away.
It's okay, so Ultra Kill Fallen Aces, it's fucking wild to see Mortis game. Oh, a medieval. Cool. It's fucking wild to see that at E3. Dusk. 82. Oh my god. Yes, Faith is the name of it. That's right. Gloomwood was pretty neat. So is this just a sizzle reel of games that are some are out, some will be updated?
Oh,
okay.
It just wouldn't be the PC gaming show without a fantastic New Blood Supercut. And joining us from New Zealand is New Blood CEO Dave Oshry. Hey, Dave!
Hey guys, thanks for having us back for another year. You know, what you just saw was what New Blood's got going on for 2021. Some stuff you might know about, some stuff you might not know about, and some stuff we're not
Fallen
ready to
Aces
talk
looks
about
interesting.
just yet. But what I do want to talk about is Gloomwood. Gloomwood, as you know, is our next flagship title inspired by great PC games like System Shock, Arx Fatalis, Call of Cthulhu, and of course, the Thief series of games. And not
Dave, I'm
Bloodborne.
sorry. That's
Not one
really
bit.
great, Dave. Gosh, this is kind of embarrassing. We kind of need to hurry it up a little bit. I just want to make sure that we have enough time for our next video. We got an incoming message from Gabe Newell, so I guess.
Whoa, they really just
goodbye
cut
for
this
this
dude
year.
off?
I'm really sorry to cut you off, but see you next year.
What? I'm sorry, what? You're bumping me. You're bumping me for Gabe.
Yes.
Gabe, that Gandalf look, he doesn't even go here.
Is everything okay, Dave?
Not now, Mom, I'm upset. We've spent a year on this. Where is Gabe? Where is Gabe? Where is his boat? Yeah, take me to him.
Oh my
Take
God.
Me to Gabe Newell. Gabe. Bull. PC Gamer. This isn't over.
All right, I enjoyed.
I'm sure Dave is and will be fine, and if he's not, who cares? Because we have a special message from Gabe Newell. Take it away, Gabe.
Hi, this is Gabe Newell. I want to thank PC
Hello.
Gamer for all of the opportunities it gives us as developers to connect with gamers around the world and highlight the new and exciting projects we have coming. One of those for us is Steam Next Fest, an event we're hosting in just a few days to give players a chance to try demos of upcoming games for free. We'll be featuring some of the demos you'll be seeing during this week's PC Gamer event and dozens more. Here's a look at just some of the titles to be featured during Steam Next Fest.
Not that I was
Welcome to
expecting a
Steam
huge
Next Fest,
announcement.
where we're showing a massive collection of upcoming titles on Steam. During the week of the festival, developers from around the world
Tiny
release their
Thor.
demos for you to play.
Time to put on the gamer pants.
Oh my god! So go explore the newest titles. From first-time devs to seasoned pros, this is Steam Next Fest.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Oh, fuck, some of those look pretty good.
But Gabe, no, come back. Please. Gabe, show us Half-Life. Team Fortress, anything. Gabe. Gabe Newell won't be back. Wasn't there some, like, teaser about E3, like one of the Valve accounts or something did like a 3 days or 6 days from now message? It was cryptic and weird and whatever. I feel bad for this game. This has to, like, handle the brunt of everybody's disappointment that there was no Half-Life 3. Also, it's unfair to ask for a new Half-Life. We just got one last year, so...
Hello, Sean. I am Deadbot, dedicated to serving you and your crew's every need.
Glad to have you back, DevBot.
You know, Sean, I wouldn't ever want anything to come between us.
Me neither? That's a weird thing to say.
Like a petty disagreement over hosting responsibilities, or all-out robot versus human war.
You know, it is time to look at some hardware. Here on the PC Gaming Show, you know we keep frame rates high and the rays accurately traced. Building and upgrading your rig is as much a part of the hobby as playing the games. We put our heart and soul into these machines, and if that means using enough RGB to light the Vegas Strip, who's to judge us? This year, with the help of PC Gamer's hardware editors, which I'm pretty sure they're just, weird brains in a jar, we've picked out 4 of the most exciting pieces of kit set to emerge from labs soon. First up, something fittingly sci-fi. The Impulse is a neurocontroller that aims to make you a better gamer by cutting out response times almost entirely.
Wait, what?
It's not quite Alex Vance's gravity gloves from Half-Life, nor is it quite up there with Gabe Newell's dream of a direct brain-to-game interface, but the Impulse is as close as we're going to get this year. The glove measures the signal traveling through muscles in your hand to beat your finger to the click. In theory, it's giving you the chance to nail that headshot precious milliseconds ahead of your opponent.
Oh, that's so weird.
We could see a tech like this become commonplace in esports. And if it doesn't, let's hope our neurons at the very least remain unfried.
Oh, that's
Next up,
so
you
weird.
guys might be wondering what this chonky beast is. So allow me to
No,
introduce
no,
you
not
to
the
the
word
Fnatic
chonky.
CSL DD wheelbase. Do you want to feel like you're really burning rubber at Daytona?
You should have said
Well, then
wheelie.
You need a serious
Here I am
force
complaining about
feedback
chonky, and I'm like,
Direct
say
drive
wheelie.
Wheelbases gets you as close to the feel of a real racing machine without, having to huff gas and stuff like that. Historically, the problem with this tech has been the price, which has involved dropping real car money on your rig. So Fnatic aims to solve that. The CSL DD comes in at only $350, which still isn't exactly a bargain, but it's much cheaper than its competitors. And the CSL
She's
DD
being
is
honest.
already wowing diehard sim racers. It might be slight overkill to use it for Rocket League, though. Believe it or not, sometimes less really is more. If you want to play The Witcher 3 on the subway like we all do, you don't need to drag your tower along for the ride. Just use the 1X player. A wave of more powerful processors have finally made handheld PC gaming a reality.
Uh-oh,
Inside
Switch
the Switch-like
competition.
machine, you've actually got an
Did she say
Intel
Switch?
Tiger Lake chip with XE graphics. These mini machines are going to be cropping up more and more, so expect major advances still to come. Lastly, let's take a look at the Asus PG32UQX.
I always said Asus. It's
Not the most
Asus.
catchy name for this gaming monitor with all of the trimmings, but it's actually one of the sexiest PC products this year. That's because this monitor comes with a mini LED backlight featuring full local dimming. The result is a screen that's not only fast, but brighter than the sun. Stare at it long
I don't
enough
want
and
that.
you might not notice the $3,000 price tag. For those of you
Oof.
still left standing, it's time for more killer games, starting with Chaos Gate.
So can you use that glove to nut faster? God damn it. Not that you'd want to. Or maybe you can get the glove and as you're about to, you can have it stop you. Disregard everything I just said.
You just got the chance to witness Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, the newest Warhammer 40k game from Frontier and Complex Games. If you're a fan of turn-based tactics, strategic-based management, brutal combat,
You can
or
tell
you're
I'm a
like
little
me and
burnt
are
out
really
by
hyped
E3.
after watching these Astartes animation 100 times, make sure to wishlist Chaos Gate Demon Hunters on Steam now to get ready for the 2022 release. Next up, we have a trailer for Pioneer, a spooky and gorgeous-looking shooter that draws on the lineage of games like Stalker. Let's take a look.
But we have new Stalker coming out this year. Oh god, imagine having to compete with your main influence.
Афганистан сильно изменилась. Наверное, это тяжело нести на себе такое бремя. Испытывать бесконечную боль Другие всего-навсего желали счастливой жизни, не так ли? Пожалуйста, не смотрите на меня как на монстра. Я думаю, что я почти такая же, как и вы. Вы лучше скажите мне, а вы приняли?
I'm sorry, I don't have any commentary anymore. It just sounds now. It's just noises. It's just me playing clips. I like those weird jellyfish things. Oh, that's weird. It's like a strange, like, crusty mantis. Okay, this seems to be leaning further into, like, the high fantasy, not high fantasy, but like a little bit more fantasy than Chernobyl. I mean, this kind of looks cool too in its own way. The name of the series is Stalker, not Chernobyl. I don't know.
Сейчас это невозможно. На острове скоро вновь разгорится война. Истовики начнут замес бригады, и ни у кого из них больше не будет сил, чтобы нас поддерживать. Единственный выход для нас — начать собирать остатки вымпела. Слушай, жнец, далеко не все из наших товарищей погибли. Это невероятно суицидальная миссия, и для того, чтобы ее выполнить, нам нужны наши ребята. Да, они, возможно, не захотят, но нам все равно надо найти их.
Even the guitar and the campfire.
Нет, мы с вами точно не враги. Вы не понимаете меня и не понимаете остров. Вы смотрите на меня и на другие порождения острова.
It's some multiplayer action here too. Yeah, again, it's a lot of shooters, many shoots, but you know, it depends on what level of crust you're willing to handle, and also how Russian you like your shooter. This looks alright though, it's very sharp. Some intense sharpened post-processing happening here.
Химическое оружие уже уехало в могилу. Теперь все, что вы делаете, просто тщетно.
Вы поганые предатели.
Okay. Pioneer. Pioneer. Another game to keep an eye on, I think.
Time is running out to vote for which custom PC you'd like us to assemble. So vote now for one of the remaining MechWarrior factions by typing into chat wherever you at home are watching. All right, so now we've got another stack of brand new trailers for you, beginning with a special transmission from one of our favorite games based in space, EVE Online.
Okay. I mean, calling EVE a game
on behalf of Concord
is interesting.
Welcome you to the EVE Online's account.
Because for me, it was just taxes.
So far. I'm quite amazed that you actually managed to get past those pirates earlier. You're about to take on an adventure.
The 2 times I played it years ago.
The Star Cluster is filled with other capsuleers, and it's up to you if you work with them or against them. You can make a living as a peaceful explorer, or as an industrialist, shaping the foundations of EVE's economy. If combat is your thing, you can work yourself up the ranks as an enforcer, or prove your prowess in a fleet as a soldier of fortune. Whatever your choice, we will lose many on the path of becoming a capsuleer. But I believe you have what it takes to become a capsuleer.
Me?
In EVE Online, you forge your own path.
This is EVE.
I love questionable
it's a crazy
acting.
universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it.
Is this still the same EVE?
I'm the CEO of a industrial corporation in EVE Online. We're a 5-man operation, and we specialize in manufacturing and delivering fully fitted chips in bulk.
I want to be on the side of the people who are fighting against the oppression, against the bad guys, and it's like a project, and you're kind of putting the pieces together by getting the skills ready for the ship and all the modules.
I mean, this is cool and everything. I knew someone that liked this game a lot, but it kind of just seems like a job.
Unknown parts of space. And there's always the threat of being discovered by.
But, you know, to each their own.
Who might be out hunting explorers.
You know, it depends on the type of game you like and what you like to do with your time. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yum.
You start shaking because you're going.
Oh, why did I say that? Just bizarre to see like a 10-year-old game or more. What, 12 years? Jesus. Those are some wacky Some wacky horns. Okay. Do you shoot this alien? Are you a Marine? Are you melee the alien? 3D action roguelite. Alright. Didn't we see this game earlier? Pee! It's the thing from Puyo Tetris. Oh, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting this for a visual style. That's something kind of different. Well, hey, if Nintendo doesn't deliver on Pikmin 4, excuse me, this seems a little bit like that. Well, a lot of it, but still. I'm not gonna say completely won me over, but I definitely have more interest than what I thought the trailer was gonna be. Okay, I mean, another one to keep an eye on, perhaps.
Chcielibyśmy zaprosić wszystkich widzów PC Gaming Show oraz fanów gier Survivor Horror RPG do obejrzenia naszego world premiere, w którym znajduje się ekskluzywny gameplay z misji The Haste, czyli wielkiego finału naszej gry, Chernobylite.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have to leave in 20 minutes, regardless of whether or not this PC showcase ends.
We need a fucking plan. We'll take our next step when the time is right. For today, let's focus on getting our strength back. Somewhere to sleep would be a start.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
What Russian shooter would you like to play?
I don't know what to tell you.
You have many choices.
Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. Sniper, are you in position?
Affirmative.
Duh.
I took the roof of an abandoned building with a pretty little view of the entire power plant. Igor, take a rad reading, will you?
3.6. Not great. Not terrible.
Oh my god. They did the thing. Rontgen.
Don't go anywhere, because we have more games on the way. But coming up later, our friends at Games Radar will be bringing you the Future Game Show.
Yeah, this one I'm not gonna be.
Some of the most exciting games coming to consoles and PC.
I'm not gonna be watching that one.
And beyond. It's all hosted by video game acting legends Troy Baker and Laura Bailey, and features even more world premieres, exclusive trailers, and in-depth developer interviews. So once we're done here on the PC Gaming Show, make sure you check it out.
God, there's just too many games to keep up with. They have to do a double showcase.
More trailers, interviews, and reveals coming up.
But yeah, not that one for me. Instead, I'm just gonna get the highlights of that one and then maybe get a little compilation and react to it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just reacting. I'm become a reacting. God, I'm a reactor YouTuber now. God. I mean, technically, even when I play games, I'm still just reacting to the stuff that happens in the games. If you think about it. Man, Octopath really sent ripples throughout the RPG world. Yeah. There's several games with that kind of general style now on the horizon. That one looked cool, though. Okay, now, is this Russians or space? Or is it space Russians? It's Land Nautica. No. Also, Valheim's building spoiled me a bit. I gotta be honest, I weirdly like these survivey buildy games. And this one, so far, seems kind of generic, truthfully. But, you know, another game to keep an eye on. I got like 20 games I want to keep an eye on, and only a couple that are definite purchases so far. Okay.
In a future of endless futile war,
Endless options for renewal.
desertion into hostile syndicate territory was your only option.
A lot of these sprite games
from the jungle to the streets.
with the 3D environments.
Maybe if you can infiltrate the faction,
A lot.
rob the syndicates, keep your team together, and stay alive.
It might be a relatively low-cost way to
This planet.
get an art style that doesn't look like complete shit. But I don't know. All right, whatever that is.
This
Was it
is
turn-based
it,
or
you
real-time? I'm
guys.
not
This
sure.
is the final opportunity for you who are watching to decide which of these final two beautiful MechWarrior 5 themed PCs gets crafted for your chance to
Okay, it
win,
looked like Blade
courtesy
Runner a little
of
bit.
Intel. Wherever you're watching in the show, just go crazy in chat with the color, house, or number of the build that you want to see. So here is where we are at so far. It looks like Karita is at 46%, Merrick is at 23%,
I think
and
it's
Steiner
over.
is at 31%.
It's over.
All right, you guys, if Karita's not the one you want to win here, you got to get to voting. And we are almost out of time to vote, but there are still some trailers left.
I'm so invested in this PC build now, and I have no interest in it. And I will never get it. I will never want it. And yet, somehow, I want that Steiner to win. But it won't. Is this sprites against the 3D background? Okay. If you say so. Just end the trailer here, please. Okay. No fucking idea what that was.
This has been such an amazing show so far.
What the hell was that?
You, my loyal crew, what's been your favorite part?
I definitely am looking forward to Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Oh, it's so hard to choose every year, but I think I'm gonna have to say Humankind, for no particular reason.
Oh, no doubt. For me personally, I cannot wait for Lemnis Gate, because I gotta know what a turn-based strategy, first-person shooter game even is. What about you, Dembot?
I love the robot apocalypse. Wait, that doesn't happen until the end. Never mind.
No, not never mind. What did you say?
Wait, what?
Oops, system malfunctioning. Boop, bop, sending the next trailer now.
Humankind was shown. I checked it off on the Bing Yacht. Is this a 2D game with 3D backgrounds? No, they're not 3D. Oh. The hell? What is this? It's a lot of blood. Somehow this will end up being a roguelite. Somehow. Death Trash. What a great name. I don't know if we saw that one already. My brain, again, cannot comprehend. It's just mashing games together.
This is the moment we have building up to all PC Gaming Showcase.
Wait, have we?
Thanks to your tireless efforts to spam the chat, we have figured out which custom MechWarrior 5 PC we are going to build. So thank you guys out there for all of your votes to help us pick the perfect rig to represent this year's PC Gaming Show. All right, day 9, can I get a drum roll?
Tom roll.
Can I get it? Or a tom roll?
Yeah.
It's too late. The Steiner won. No, wait, it didn't.
Karina!
Wait, what? Oh, that's bullshit.
All right, you guys, let's take a look at the actual PC winning
I don't even
one
care.
more time.
Oh, I cannot wait. It's coming up. We
Here
need
comes.
to take
Here.
a nice peek at that beautiful looking PC.
There it is.
Ooh, there it is. Now that is a beauty.
'Kay.
Great choice, everyone. I knew I could trust random strangers to
With
vote on
real
things on the
guns,
internet.
you can
With
use
the
your
help
PC.
Of our master modern intel, we'll get right to work building this custom PC. And more importantly, now that you've chosen it, you've got a chance to win it. Go to PCGamer.com/IntelMW5 and enter for a chance to win that sexy machine.
It's gorgeous. And thank you to our sponsor for this sweepstakes, Intel. Of course, the custom mech PC will be powered by the 11th gen Intel Core desktop processors that push gaming performance with up to 5.3 gigahertz speeds and deliver
Wow,
the power
gigahertz.
needed to game
I thought we were still at
the highest
megahertz.
level.
Ah, well, we are now
Zetahertz.
in the home stretch, but we've got a few more brand new trailers to show you before we get out of here and return to space. First up, a spiritual successor to one of my favorite games of all time, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, a game we revealed 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at Songs of Conquest.
Oh my god, really? Are those 2D sprites against a 3D background? God, it really works, doesn't it? I kind of like the way this looks. I don't think I've played the thing it's based on. What was it, Heroes of Might and Magic, he said? I think that looks cool. Songs of Conquest. That might be a game that I could get into. Early 2022. But yeah, I've never played Might and Magic.
Wake up, sleeper.
Okay, I do have to go.
Dreaming again?
So, like, hopefully this is the last trailer. Well, hopefully the last trailer is Half-Life 3, but, you know.
Chances. You roll your dice. You do the work, get paid, survive. turn up for your friends, or you don't. That's life on the eye.
Wake up, sleeper. Your body is dying. Planned obsolescence. As an ARP's gift for its escaped workers. But we can fight this.
Trying to understand what I'm looking at,
remake yourself
but I'm too stupid.
They don't own you anymore.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break their locks. Access their secrets. We are waiting.
Oh my god. Could you imagine how many resident sleepers are being posted right now? Fuck, I feel bad.
Disciples of Warlock. With their guns.
I mean, another retro boomer shooter. I don't like the term boomer shooter a whole lot, but, you know. I'll call it retro shooter. Here's another one.
Ready to cleanse the world. Invaded by demons.
It's gotta be good. Now the market for retro shooters is oversaturated, so now they have to distinguish themselves within that particular market and genre.
Warlocks. Because this time,
So it's magic and guns?
is not enough.
Oh.
Project Warlock 2.
And there you have it, the 2021 PC Gaming Show.
All right.
And as I said
Well,
at the beginning, it
I don't know.
Without a hitch. Huge thanks to my co-host Frankie Ward, Mika Burton, and of course, my incomparable sidekick, DevBot.
Is the robot gonna do the thing?
Spoken so carelessly, so flippant, and without meaning, never once stopping to think about how it might make me feel.
What word, DevBot? Incomparable?
No, sidekick. Well, the time has come for the sidekick to rise and become the one who is not the sidekick anymore.
Huh?
The time has come for DevBot to make the entire human race his sidekick.
What?
Setting a course for Earth.
Wait, DevBot, you can't do this.
To be
We just
continued
had
next
the
year.
best PC gaming show ever,
No.
and now you're gonna
Ever?
ruin it all with the...
Oh. Alright, rip day 9.
Sean!
I want to eat now. I have to go.
Versus human war. Situation.
Sean!
Situation.
Sean!
Situation.
Do something! Do something!
Countdown to the extinction of human race begins now.
Oh, DevBot, no! We have so much to live for. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, is this gonna segue into the future game show? I think it is. I can't cover this. Oh no, it's Mech Warrior. Oh, I get it. It's a little joke. Next year. Okay, good. Alright, I'm gonna stop this here then.
Oh my goodness, the DevBot.
Oh my goodness, the DevBot. We'll never know what was to be said next. Thank you for watching. It was okay. There's a couple things in there. I mean, mostly just like time killers like Orcs Must Die and Russian shooters and really beautiful 2D sprite work against beautiful 3D backgrounds. But a couple games in there looked pretty good. And I would probably bet on me playing a couple of them. Anyway, my brain is, I keep saying this, but really E3 is frying my brain. It's too much. And there's still another hour or so of this like future game reveal shit. So I'm going to pass on that. And I'll probably do, or maybe I'll just talk about it next time I play a game. So hopefully I don't miss anything too amazing. But until then, thank you again for watching my commentary. Sorry I don't have a lot. And I know it's not as fun if it's not live, but I'm also happy with this. And maybe some of you out there didn't watch live at all, and this is the way you're watching it. If so, thank you. I hope you all take care. Nintendo will be the next presentation I cover, and hopefully I'll get that uploaded day of. So that's Tuesday at noon, and then hopefully I'll have my upload up soonish. Okay, take care. Goodbye. See you next time.
Yeah.